What's going on today, guys? So we got some new packages shipped in today. There's a bunch of goodies, more parts for the car. I still have a few more coming in the next couple days, so we'll just show you kind of what we got here. A few things we're going to open, a few things we're not going to open. Those are going to be for a later video. But let's see, we got this cool exhaust bezel, and I have the exhaust tip coming for that as well to come out of the fender. I typically don't like using a tip. I like the stainless steel just coming out, but the hole in the fender is a little bit too big because it was made for something else originally. So I got a tip to kind of just fit the hole a little better, kind of fill it up a little more. And then we got our actual U-joint girdles for the rear end for the driveline that we had built. Like I said, I'd put those other U-bolts in there just for now, but I like these girdles better. They're gonna hold a little bit better. And then we've got this big box and that big box. This white one here, we're not gonna open. That's gonna be for a different video. But that is something super cool. Gonna change the whole car up. In this box, we've got something from Ztrix. We're gonna open it up and see what's inside, so we'll get to rolling. We got a staple with chips to lapas. Before I open this, put in the comments what you think this is. It is from Ztrix, so it's something custom made for the car. Fiberglass. You guys already know, I've already talked about it. But guess anyway. Ninja Star. Never cut towards yourself, cut towards your friends. Taught that at a young age. In this instance, my wife. It's empty. It's bullshit. What do we have here? Oh snap. We got that fiberglass dash. Everything looks really good, actually. So when I talked to these guys, I called them up and asked them how soon they could have it done. He actually had this one in the mold getting ready to be pulled. So it didn't take very long at all to have these guys make this dash and get it off over to me. I waited longer on FedEx. We were trying to figure out shipping because they wanted to charge a bunch of money for it. So the seller from Ztrix, he really did a good job on trying to find the best shipping costs and stuff like that. So that took a few days, but after we got that handled, he got it taken care of and straight over to us. That looks pretty dang good. So one thing is that the original dash has the VIN plate right here. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna get that VIN plate off and put it on here, or if we just leave it off. I don't know. We'll figure that out. And I don't think I'm gonna actually cut out any of the holes here for any of the gauges because I have a digital dash, so I'm not sure. I might leave this all together instead of cutting it apart in case I want to reuse it for something later. Only thing we'll probably do is cut this out and put a backing in here so this becomes removable, because that's where all my wires and my fuse block and all that good stuff is. So it'd be nice to access them. So I'll probably make a nice cut and then maybe do some aluminum angle iron in the back here, so then you can reattach it with a couple fittings or screws or something, and then make it removable so you can get to the electronics and stuff like that. But other than that, I think that'll be the only modifications. Well, and we'll have to cut up here for the roll cage to go through, but other than that, I mean, geez, they say it's about 14 pounds is what the shipping weight was, compared to I think the other dash when we weighed it was about 75 pounds with everything in it, with the metal framing, gauges, all the above. So that should save us quite a bit of weight there.
Really nice quality.
Yep, I'm happy with it. We do run Ztrix on the rest of the car. The rear hatch, the doors, the fenders, the hood, all that is all Ztrix as well. So I'm happy with their quality. Fiberglass is hard to get good quality stuff. You know, heat, cold contracts and expands this stuff, and it's ever changing and forming and bending and stuff like that. It just kind of is what it is, but so far it looks great. Here soon, when I get some free time, which hasn't been a lot lately, we'll try to get this thing fit. So we're back at it. Today we're going to be trying to put the Ztrix dashboard in. Got this just a little while back, and plain and simple, we're just going to try to fit it in. This is my first fiberglass dash that I've ever installed, so I'm just going to approach it easy. So I've got some marks here on where my roll cage comes through. It should come out somewhere right here, but I'm going to start right here just to work my way to it so I don't cut out too much the first time. I had a buddy who did his and he ended up cutting out a little too much and was bummed about it. So kind of the same thing there. Just gonna work my way up to it. So what I originally did to start out with is I took a measurement from my A-pillar to my A-pillar here, and then I measured the dash, and there were an inch difference between, so I'm gonna give a 1/2 inch between each A-pillar here. So burning that 1/2 inch, then I measured from my bar to the A-pillar and from here to the bar, and that's ended up how I ended up getting my measurements. So I'm gonna cut those bars out first and start to slip it up in there and work my way in. Then from there I'm gonna see if the little dash mount thing there is gonna stay or if it's gonna have to come off. So yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be kind of trial and error. I'm not gonna tell you guys I know how to do this because I don't. We're just gonna kind of send it. All right, guys, so I apologize. I haven't been doing much recording. Got the time and day for the dyno, and that is actually tomorrow. So when I got that date, I just literally started smashing on this car and getting everything that I could done. Didn't have a lot of time to record, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but you know, we just want to get the car done and ready for the race season. So we are heading down to it's American Intense Racing. Got them right up here on my lift. We're heading there tomorrow, Thursday, 4/21. That's how far off we are. But yeah, I've got the car ready to go. I've got the rear end pretty much adjusted. We've had one drive. Katie got me driving it earlier today. That was our first drive up and down the street. I did go back to my original doors. That's one thing I did. I took them off. After doing all the math and everything, Lexa and all that stuff, it just doesn't seem smart to do it at the moment. I still may do the doors later, but for now, we're just gonna run these, make sure we can hit the class that we're supposed to be hitting. So we've got the dash all installed. I haven't finished my little plates up here yet. I'll do some like little metal plate around here and rivet those in. But we got the dash in, it's nice and secure. Got all our switches in, shifter completely mounted in. I made the little bracket for this guy. I think that turned out pretty dang sweet for the steering wheel. I like it much more now, the position that it's in. I can see it right through the steering wheel. We got our new steering wheel all set up. That thing is awesome. I love the way that feels. I don't know. All the other steering wheels I've had before are kind of Chinesium. But yeah, carpet is in, everything is in. I've got the whole back end loaded with everything that I think I may need for the dyno. Fluids are checked. I even put the wing back on just for the looks of it while we're down there at the dyno. All the guys, they dyno tune this car every year, and every single year there's always something changing on it, so I'm sure they'll be excited to see everything that's changed on the car too. I did get the exhaust done as well over here. I don't know, it sticks out a little bit farther than I want it to. I may shorten that up just by a 1/2 inch or an inch or so. And then when we actually get the car wrapped, I've got this ring that will go around there as well. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, got all the wiring done. Everything is done. I think I have hit everything on the head. All my switches and buttons work, line lock, all that good stuff. Trans brake, bump box. So it's just a matter of getting down to Colorado tomorrow and getting this thing on the dyno. Hope everything goes well. I've been there probably 6 times, and 4 of the 6 times have been good. 2 of the times have been bad. So, you know, we'll just find out. Hopefully I've hit all my check marks and all the boxes that I needed to for this car, and we're good to go. We still have stuff to do to it when we get back from the dyno. Actually, when we get back from the dyno tomorrow night, which is Thursday night, Friday night, I got invited to a little cash days. So I was thinking about taking the car out just the way it is, and just doing some testing and tuning with it on the street. You know, that's $20 buy-in, which isn't nothing. I'm not afraid to lose that, so I don't plan on winning yet. We ain't set up or whatnot, but just be good to go and test. Sit in the seat, learn all the buttons. You know, it'd just be a good time to go out and start learning it. And so that's Friday night. Only thing that's going to hold that off is we're like 50% chance of snow. So if it snows, we're probably not racing. So let's pray. Let's pray that it's not going to snow. It'll hold out for us so we can go have some fun on the street. And then after that, when we get back, it is pretty much just body work. We got to finish that I burned through when I was plasma cutting the rear. That sucked. We got a little chip up here that needs, and then where the old wing used to kind of vibrate on there, scuff that up. I think we could just sand all that out. We'll have to sand that and prime that. And now that the new old doors are back on, they're in pretty good shape, so I won't have to worry about too much craziness with bodywork. My boy did come by with his bike and scratch it, so we'll probably have to sand that out a little bit. But all in all, I think we're not going to have too much to do with bodywork. One thing we are going to do is we're going to come through and I'm going to seam seal this and then black these out, because the color that we are going is going to look good with black jams. So when I tear apart everything, we'll have black down in here, black in the door jams, black in the hood, headlights and tail lights area will all be like blacked out, and then the new color will be put on. I'm excited to show you guys that new color. And yep, so that is it. I am pretty much loaded up. I got my E85 pump. I got going to pick up another 55-gallon drum tomorrow morning on my way out, and I've got my pump with us so we can fill this up with some brand new fresh E85 for the dyno. Like I said, I think I've got everything done that I needed done. I've brought tools with me just in case. You know, you never know what's going to happen. I'm nervous, as you can tell. Dyno is a scary time. They're hard on cars. You know, the car, everything. Just, they're hard on cars. So